Hey, it's me, Preston. So, here's another one for you. This is, I believe, looking over here, I think. Oh no, there's one more. This is the second to last Beatles song I'm gonna do. The Long and Winding Road. Excuse me, I'm burping. So, this song is off Let It Be. I'm not going back to Let It Be to sing another song. It's actually, I'm singing this song because it is on the album Let It Be Naked, which looks like this. And if you're not familiar with it, it's a really, really great album. It's a really great accompaniment to Let It Be. The story of Let It Be, most people probably know, is that the Beatles wanted to kind of go back to their roots. They had all been weird directions and had been a studio album for a long time. It had been a long time since they had played a show. So what they wanted to do was just go back to their roots, write some basic music, because everything that they had done for the past few years had been lush with all the studio production, and there was a lot of experimentation. They just wanted to play a bunch of songs, basic songs, a lot of blues stuff, right? So they went into Abbey Road Studios. They wrote a bunch of songs or developed songs that had already been written. For example, the song Maggie May, which is off Let It Be, I think is something that John had written when he was back in the Quarrymen before the Beatles, right? Maggie May, yeah. I might be wrong about that, but there is one of the songs that's like that. Anyway, so they wrote all these songs, basic songs, and the idea was that they were going to go up on the roof, right, the legendary rooftop performance, and just play a concert and record it, and that's that. But so they didn't really finish it. They didn't really finish the production or something. I'm foggy on it, and this is not meant to be informative. I'm just giving you some context. So in order to sort of finish out the final product, they handed all the tracks over to Phil Spector, the maniac, Phil Spector. And he had developed this wall of sound production technique, which basically, and you can hear that in a lot of the R&B and soul at the time that was coming up, and it's basically just like pop song structures with all this lush orchestration in the background, which is why if you listen to Let It Be, a lot of the songs were captured from the actual rooftop performance, but they're filled in with all of this other stuff, and things are organized. Like, for example, Across the Universe kind of sounds funny, right? It's clear that pitch was shifted in production. So Let It Be Naked are just the songs without any of the additional post-production stuff. Across the Universe in its proper key, which is kind of weird to listen to because we're all used to the way it used to be, or the way it was. Anyway, so The Long and Winding Road is probably the standout track to me from Let It Be Naked, because I think, of all the songs, The Long and Winding Road is iconic for having that orchestra in the background, and this version is just completely stripped down and beautiful. Now, you're not going to get that from me singing it. I'm just telling you why I chose this song to do. It really just sticks out in my mind as a standout on the album. And I highly recommend checking out the Let It Be Naked version, the original version of The Long and Winding Road. This is The Long and Winding Road. I've gone on for 4 minutes already, by the Beatles. The long and winding road that leads to your door will never disappear. I've seen that road before. It always leads me here. Lead me to your door. The wild and windy night that the rain washed away has left a pool of tears, crying for the day. Why leave me standing here? Let me know the way. Many times I've been alone, and many times I've cried. Anyway, you'll never know the many ways I've tried, and still they lead me back to the long, winding road. You left me standing here a long, long time ago. Don't leave me waiting here. Lead me to your door. Many times I've been alone, and many times I've cried. Anyway, you'll never know the many ways I've tried, and still they lead me back to the long, winding road. You left me standing here a long, long time ago. Don't keep me waiting here. Lead me to your